Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? The gel me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money. Quiet storm. Have it. The money only green is the. I'm a player on the late night till. So these see the best reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss of death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger. Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name.
Give me some Ingram. It's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago. Coming up, we'll see the visiting Washington Redskins taking on the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some...
Thompson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go! Man 38!
They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now the man from nearby Baton Rouge. It's the LSU star Darius Geis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Jordan Reed has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Thompson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him...
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Geis down right around the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Fighting, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Alex Anzalone able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And we will not see another play as time has run out on this 1st quarter. 7-3 the score. We'll head back to New Orleans after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. They'll look to throw here. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go! Grand 38!
He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go! What?
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go!
They'll set up to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. To throw now on 1st down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go! What?
They'll run with Thompson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90!
They run it here with Thompson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense, I think. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue.
And here come the Redskins now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. 21-13, your final score. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. 17-7, the final score. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Philip Dorsett, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go! What? 90!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Harris has it over the middle. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go! What?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. The Redskins on third down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you give 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. Open man is Chesson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Keeps himself, but in the end the pressure too great and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Let's go. One.
They're going to look to throw. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 11 and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun, eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Bust through the tackle. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat...
throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. One.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out, and he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Jordan coming off a Pro Bowl campaign in 2017, 3rd time he's had that honor.
And he continues to play better and better as his career extends. Think about it this way. 4th in the league last year in sacks with 13. Helped the New Orleans Saints defense improve overall and help lead them to the playoffs. And now he shares Pro Bowl honors with his father, Steve, who was a Pro Bowl tight end in the NFL.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. One.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Let's go. Brand 38.
Looking to throw. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that.
Come on, let's go!
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Here we go!
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Back to throw here. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Washington, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.